Wine chats with Kat. Like, there are times where I'll feel like, and a personal example for me, and you're immediately gonna start feeling grateful. What's up guys, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I wanted to do a little like week in my life type video. I just finished filming like literally 2 seconds ago the intro for my video that went up last week. I don't have much time to talk at this second because I have to go upload the video that went up last week, but for me it's going up today. And so I'll see you guys in a little bit. I could tell she's happy because she's wagging her tail. So as you could probably tell, now it's gym time. I feel like I haven't taken y'all into the gym with me in so long, so I was really excited to do that today. We started out with squats, and then we went into this leg curl machine, and oh my gosh, this is a new gym that we just recently started going to when I moved, and I had never done this specific machine here yet, and I didn't realize that it like bends down with you. If you can kind of see, like my front half is going down. So when I first did my first rep, it freaked me out. I was like, oh my gosh, I broke the machine. But I did like that. I thought that was a cool little feature of it. And then we went into walking lunges. As you can see, my camera was blocked for a sec, and then as soon as you can see me, I mess up my rep. Of course, that's what happens, but that's okay. We did 3 or 4 sets of that. And then afterwards, I did do cable pull-throughs, but I didn't film that part, and then we did a little bit of the bike at the very end. So that was our workout. And now we're going to TJ Maxx because I'm gonna get a big mirror. What's up, guys? It's Kat. Welcome back. So, wait, what? We're like halfway through the video already. Well, not halfway, but we're like in the video already. I apologize for that. I'm here with Callie. Say hi, baby. You're so cute. So basically, I just finished filming part of my 10 Things You Forget to Clean video, which is going to be part of my like spring cleaning series. I'm so excited for that. Oh, are you cleaning your bum? Oh, she was just licking her bum and then she stopped. Did you get camera shy? You're the cutest baby of all the babies. So this is like my current little setup. That light was obviously on. Oh, and I have to show you my mirror that I have not shown y'all yet, but I just have to put pants on because I don't currently have pants on. Huh. Okay, so since my last video, I have made a couple changes here in my living room, so I want to kind of like show you guys the updates and the big mirror that I got. I don't really know what's happening. I'm hopping down here for just 2 seconds to explain to you why these dogs are here. Basically, is my story boring you? Is my story boring you? Boring you? I guess so. This is Tucker, and this is and this is Dewey. So normally they live with Tim's mom, but she's away on a trip, so they've been staying here for the past few days, and it's been so nice. I love having dogs. Come here, cow. Come say hi. Go say hi. Oh, let me show you the rest of the living room now. So anyways, the first thing that I changed, I used to have a little table here, and I moved that. And then obviously my TV stand. Oh. This is when Callie wants Tucker to play with him, and he's not into the idea. When he barks too much, Callie. Look how cute they are. And then we come over here, and here's my mirror. Isn't it so nice? I'll be honest, I don't love the way that this looks right now. I have to figure out, you know, where the plant's gonna go, where the mirror's gonna go. All this whole kind of wall has to be rearranged, but that's what it's all looking like at the moment. Hi guys, so now it's Monday night, and we just got home from the gym not too long ago, and Tim made me a chicken quesadilla, but obviously faux chicken because, you know, I'm a vegetarian, and I just wanted to show you because it's really good. I already ate half of the cheese quesadilla, but these are the Morningstar veggie meatless chicken strips, and they're actually really good. They're 23 grams of protein. I would say they're not the most flavorful things in the whole wide world, but I think if you put like a good sauce on it, or make like a stir fry, or like I'm having it in a cheese quesadilla, it's really good. I just wanted to say, Tim made a good point. My comment about them being flavorless, I don't really know what real chicken tastes like, so maybe they taste like real chicken. I don't really know. Here's my little setup. I got my coffee. This is some heat protectant spray, ignore Tim's slippers, my hairbrush, my curler, obviously, and then the office. So my camera's about to die, so I actually cannot continue filming my hair curling situation, but I'll film that in another video. And for right now, I'm gonna go charge my camera, and then I'll see y'all in a little bit once it's all done. Hi guys, I wanted to show you my outfit real quick before I leave. Oh gosh, I didn't realize how dusty it was under there. I need to vacuum that. Normally I like to have color in my outfit, but I'm kind of liking this all black and white look today. So my shirt is from TJ Maxx, my jeans are from J. Crew, and then my shoes are also from TJ Maxx. Welcome to Wine Chats with Kat. What's up, guys? It's currently 7:35 p.m. on Friday, March 29th, and I'm alone in my condo with some rosé. If you're wondering, I'm 23, so yes, I'm legal. I feel like I haven't sat down and just talked with y'all in a long time. March 2018 to March 2019 has been, I don't even know what I'm getting, like, it's just been the most crazy up and down year of my entire life. This has been my first full year of working full time. I bought a condo. I moved out of my family's house. I'm living on my own. I went to Australia. I had literally never traveled farther than like California, and I live in the Northeast. And I went to Australia, which was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. It was for my full-time job. So I was working there, but it was still such an incredible experience. I made like such a great friend on that trip. But throughout this whole year, there's been like an ongoing struggle in my close family. And although I can't really give a lot of details because it is personal, and you know, it's not my story to tell. And I'm not saying that it's this way all the time, but what I've seen for myself, for my family, for my friends, is that there are typically two different paths that a person will take when they're going through something difficult in their life. I've seen people, and I've done it myself, where you go through a period of just feeling sorry for yourself, and you just kind of like sulk in your sadness and stress and anxiety. And that is so unhealthy, because the more you tell yourself that everything is wrong, the more things are gonna seem wrong. And that's, you know, law of attraction. What you put out, you're gonna get back. If you're saying that everything sucks, you're gonna see everything as that it sucks. You're gonna because you're subconsciously gonna be looking for more things to go wrong. And then on the reverse side, I've also been in the position where, and I've seen other people do it, where you just kind of block it out. You pretend that it's not happening. You pretend that everything is great and dandy and fine and nothing's going wrong, and you try and just put a smile on your face every day, even if it's fake, and on the inside you really don't feel good. You refuse to face it in public, in private, doesn't matter. You refuse to face it, and you just keep telling yourself that everything's fine. And while I do think it's important to always try and find the good from every situation, it's also not healthy to just totally block out your emotions and pretend like everything's totally fine when it's not. So in the past, going through different situations, what I found the best for me and kind of like that is like finding that middle ground and that balance. So it's all about giving yourself time to honestly just feel bad and like feel like, wow, this sucks, this situation sucks, and I feel awful. And remind yourself it's okay, you're allowed to feel awful. But then something that I found helped me is when I am starting to feel like that and I find myself, you know, getting too deep in it, is I'll take out a notebook or even on your phone, whatever, and write down a few bullet points of things that you're grateful for. It could be totally unrelated to the actual situation that's causing you to feel so sad, but just something you're grateful for. Like, wow, I am so grateful that I have a car, or I am so grateful that, you know, I have a pair of shoes that I like, or that I have, you know, this fuzzy blanket. Like, it could be anything that you're grateful for. Write it down and you're immediately gonna start feeling grateful. Like, there are times where I'll feel like can't do anything right, and everything that I say and everything that I do is wrong. And we all feel like that sometimes. It's just a mood that you get into. It's like you have to remind yourself of where you are. Like, remind yourself you're doing good. Like, have you ever seen that meme that's like a little bunny looking into a mirror, and the bunny's like, you're gonna do it, you're gonna have a great day, go you. I don't know, something like that. It's so cute. And I think it's true. You do kind of have to like pep yourself up sometimes and remind yourself that like, it's okay. Remember to be proud of yourself and reward yourself for what you do have and your strengths, and be aware of your weaknesses and be aware of the, you know, situations you're going through, but also be aware of how freaking awesome and strong and powerful you can be in any situation, and how much, no matter how horrible a situation is, how you can learn from it and grow from it. Develop skills that are only going to help you later on in life. And I think if you look at it that way, and you're able to constantly be searching and kind of train your brain to not even have to search, but just automatically see the positive or something good in any situation. And a personal example for me, like I've said, this past year has been To say a roller coaster is an understatement with my family. I'm so sorry, I can't go into detail about that, but my point is that with all of the really awful situations that have gone down, it's brought a lot of us so much closer together. I feel so much closer with every member in my family because of everything. Your relationships with people are, in my opinion, the most important thing. Your friends, your family, your dogs, your cats, your fish, your animals. And if that is what you're struggling with, and there's a relationship or multiple relationships in your life that you don't feel great about or that aren't doing so well, first I think it's important to reevaluate the situation and decide, okay, is this person or are these people adding value to my life when things are good? And if no, let yourself be upset, but accept that it's better to let go. But if yes, do whatever you can to mend that relationship. Gosh, it sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. Life is way too freaking short to hold grudges or stay angry or not fix a relationship because of stupid pride or feeling like you don't want to give in or anything like that. I stopped filming for a second for some reason. If you want me to do more like wine chats, let me know. I know normally I'll have y'all comment like a word, but instead of that, if you did watch to this part, I want you to comment the heart emoji in whatever your favorite color is. Whatever your favorite color is, comment the heart emoji in that color, and it will just be a rainbow of love and hearts and all of us just connecting. I don't know, I've just been thinking a lot about lately about YouTube, and obviously it's not the easiest thing in the world to keep up a YouTube channel while working a full-time job. So, you know, it does get hard, but at the end of the day, I am so incredibly thankful and happy that I started this channel. Hi guys, my camera died, which is why it stopped so abruptly before, but now it's Sunday, March 30th, the day that this is going up. So we've literally gone a full week because I started this video last Sunday. If you watched all this part, remember to comment the heart emoji in your favorite color. And I think that's all I have to say right now. So I love y'all, and I'll see you in my next video.